Hi folks, Wayne Popovic coming to you from the corporate center at KZ, home of Venture RV. Today I'm going to tell you about one of our newer floor plans in the SportTrek lineup, the 342VMB. That stands for mid-bunk. For years and years we've had two types of trailers in the world, one with bunks and one without. This is a hybrid. The downside of having a bunkhouse, if you don't have somebody in the bunks all the time, is bunks are usually in the back and it takes up all your best views. This actually has a double slide, opposing slides in the back, and the bunk room's in the middle. So you get all the great windows, all the great space in the living area, and when somebody is coming to stay for the weekend, or the grandkids, or the kids on a regular basis, their bunk's in the middle and it doesn't take up the great views outside. So let's tell you some of the features about this. It's just under 38 feet long and about 7,900 pounds. Okay? So definitely towable. It's also great if you want to park it in a permanent site. It doesn't have a sliding glass door, but if it did, it would be, pretty much a park model itself. So fiberglass front caps. We add a lot of extra features like battery disconnect switches. You've got an undermount spare tire. You've got slam latch baggage doors and lighted passenger storage with motion lights. And if you can look in here, there's over 50 cubic feet of passenger storage in this model. So that's big. Plenty of room for all your camping gear. You've got a power awning with a light strip in the tube at the end, so when you roll it out, you can change where that light shines just by bumping your switch a little bit to rotate it. And there's a separate awning on the slide out, so you don't lose any camp space. It's great having a big slide on the campsite because all those windows, look at the windows. When you're inside, you're involved in what's going on in your camp instead of looking at the neighbor's camp on the other side. But that comes into your campsite, so we put that extra awning on there so you don't lose any camping space. Of course, you got to have the latest and greatest, the great steps. They flip right up into the doorway, like airline steps. That's a great feature. And then on right by the door, if you ever have adult beverages or drink soda out of a bottle, there's a handy little bottle opener that can also be used to tie the dog out with. On the door itself, these are friction hinge doors, good up to 20 miles an hour. They'll stay open. The benefit of this is the old style. We used to put a little hook latch right here, and it would clip into the door. The problem is, the tendency is to grab that door and pull it closed, and if you did that, a lot of times it would break or would pull out of the wall or out of the door. So this is a great solution. The screen door has a slider on it that opens up, and it also has the screenshot self-closing door mechanism on it. It's got this little spring like you would on a screen door at your house. Always don't let the kids close the door, keep the bugs out. Takes care of it. Okay, let's walk around toward the back here. Show you a nice feature that we include on all of our SportTreks. This is a fold-down cargo rack, 200-pound capacity. And one of the nice things about our racks, and actually our frames, they're powder-coated and baked, not just dipped or sprayed, so you get superior corrosion protection on this. You're not going to have to, you're not going to crawl underneath it after a year and see your frame all rusted to death or this thing all rusted up. So, but 200-pound capacity, you can store whatever you want in there: coolers, a generator, firewood, kids when they misbehave. Right? Let's keep going around the backside here. You have dedicated cable and satellite hookups, so you don't have to jump around the cable. You don't have to jump around the booster switch inside for your satellite signal, and it's pre-wired for a backup camera as well. Further down the side, we always give you an outside shower with hot and cold running water and a spray port. Instead of, and a spray wand instead of just a spray port. Okay, very nice to have the hot and the cold. You always get a black tank flush, best invention in camping. No more dragging the hose inside to empty the black tank. Something we've done this year that's really nice is we've enclosed the gate valves as well. So you see there's no valves hanging down here, no T-handles. They're all up underneath here on a cable system that opens and closes them. The benefit of that is you don't ever have to worry about your valves freezing because they're up inside the underbelly, which is heated. It's also insulated with fiberglass insulation as well as foil insulation, which controls radiant heat. That's the way heat comes in and out of campers most often. So, and that foil insulation actually wraps 360 degrees. It's in the floor, it's in both walls, front and back walls, and it's all the way over the top. So it's one of the better insulated travel trailers on the market. Easy access also for winterization. You got one little panel there that comes off, and it's easy to get to.